Hi, welcome to the inaugural episode of Multi-Dimensional Geek. I'm Dan. I've got some Patriotic 3D prints here to share for the 4th of July holiday coming up this week. And, well, let's get into it. So I thought I'd start off my channel with a celebration of the birth of our country, 4th of July, Independence Day, Patriotic prints. Let's get started and go over these with you one by one. We'll go through how I printed these. So first one we'll go over is this star box. So almost sounds like Starbucks, right? Pulls apart. Put all sorts of little things in there. Now this was printed at 0.2 millimeter layer heights on my Ender 3 with this is Hatchbox Gold. Yes, Hatchbox Gold. Gotta think about things sometimes. So Hatchbox, I've actually really enjoyed Hatchbox. It was one of the first filaments I tried, and it's always worked really good for me. We'll get a close-up on this. Got a few hairs on there. Pulls open. There's a few hairs in there. I'll just take care of those with the heat gun. Comes apart real easy. You can see where the Z seam is all over the place. But altogether, a fairly well done print. For our next print, we've got this here, our, of course, United States flag. Turned out great. Print says 3 pieces. All 3 of these are printed with Hatchbox filament, red, white, and blue. 0.2 millimeter heights. I can't talk today. 0.2 millimeter layer heights, and 210 nozzle at 210, bed at 60. Then to go with it, I had to print this print in place easel. Now this is Zyltech, or I've heard it pronounced ZYL Tech as well. Zyltech filament seems to be, I mean, it's just up there. I love it. It's a great starter filament. This is Uncle Jesse's Gunmetal Silver or Gunmetal Gray. I always forget which one it is. I think it's Gunmetal Silver. But prints all in one piece. It has built-in supports. I probably should mention that all the models I'm going through today are on Thingiverse. Alright, so the flag here, as you can see, it's turned out pretty good. I'll do a close-up on this one here. You take a look now. Now there was a little bit of under extrusion. See if we can get that on the camera in the stars, which wrong hand. Which I don't know if you can see that. We'll focus. Don't know if we got that, but just a little bit of under extrusion there on the stars. There we are. Oh, focus for a second. But that's not too big of a deal, and I think overall it turned out great. Now I don't really have to show you the easel that much, but I will say that it did print. There's built-in supports in the model. You can actually see like little lines right in there in between the legs. And there was some on the ends. Ta-da! wonderful place. I also thought, you know, maybe I could even glue on some magnets here on the back of this bad boy. Stick it on the fridge or anything magnetic. Get you back up here. Now, for our third print, I love the flexible 3D prints that you can find on Thingiverse. So I printed this wonderful flexible eagle. Now my eagle was printed out of the eagle was printed out of Erewhon or Erewhon or ER, I don't know how they pronounce it. Eagle was printed out of Erewhon gold silk filament. Once again, I mean, pretty much all of these were printed at the same settings, so I probably don't need to go over them every time. But 0.2 millimeters, 210, 60 millimeters per second. It turned out great. Although I did, well, let's actually, let's look at a good close-up of this beautiful bird. Both wings articulated. I just love all the flexible things on Thingiverse. I don't do a good eagle impression, apparently. But them's the works. And stay up, eagle. Thank you. For the final model, I decided to print this beautiful Statue of Liberty. On the base, I went with this Zero or Zyro. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Gold filament. It turned out quite lovely. And for the top, for the Lady Liberty herself, we went with the Polyalchemy Elixir Emerald City Green. I first learned about this filament from Joel on the 3D Printing Nerd. He's kind of been a bit of an inspiration to me as far as my 3D printing adventure goes. And when I saw this filament for the first time, I just had to have it. Let's take a closer look at her. A lot of detail on this model. That's why I printed it at 0.12 millimeters. There's a little bit of stringing between her crown. And that was pretty much it. Just took a heat gun to the crown there and cleaned it right up. Oh, and I did have this little piece here. This little piece here broke off. So I didn't have Z-Hop on, so it knocked this piece off. But I super glued that bad boy right in. Wait a minute. This is 4th of July. I need to go big. Let's go to the time lapse. Wow. Won't you look at that? I upscaled the Statue of Liberty. This one was actually, the small one was printed at, I believe, 175%. And I took the model into Mesh Mixer, sliced her so that I could print her in 2 pieces here, and upscaled it 700%. Let's get a good look at her. So I had to come around front to get a good look at the statue here. I printed these both parts on my CR10S5 at 0.2 millimeter layer heights. The base with 10% infill. Yeah, 10% infill. That's right. Took 4 days to print, and I ended up printing it in 2 pieces because my SD card was corrupted and it paused. You can see the layer line right here, and I probably already put this all in the time lapse, so I should mute this. Work our way up. Now, with Lady Liberty here, she's just gorgeous. I just love that Emerald City green. She turned out amazing. There you have it. Some amazing patriotic prints for the holiday. Hope you all have a safe holiday. Drive safe, drink responsibly, and if you liked my video, consider hitting that like button. Consider subscribing, and down in the description you can buy me a coffee if you want to support the channel. I plan on releasing videos every week for now, and going forward we'll just see how that goes. Got a fun print already planned out for next week. Plan on doing all sorts of projects, how-tos, and just all around cool stuff. Sorry, Joel, I couldn't help myself. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make your life more interesting by keeping it multidimensional. See you later.